Okay guys, so let's finish this question. This is the second part of the video that we watched on functions. So I want to start by talking about f inverse of x. So we're now doing this question here. Now to find an inverse of a function, you should know that -1 on function implies inverse. Okay, if the power is -1, it means inverse. So to find the inverse of f of x, what you need to do is to say y equals, where there is f of x, you put y, and then you say 3 minus 2x. Now, the purpose of what we're doing here is first to make x the subject of the formula. Because when we make x the subject of the formula, it means we're almost done with finding the inverse of a function. So now, in this case here, because we are trying to make x the subject of the formula, we're going to transpose the variable with x and the other variable, which is y, on the other side, okay, on opposite sides. So if we transpose x on the other side, we're going to have 2x equals to 3 minus y, okay. Now, we are trying to make x the subject of the formula here, so we divide by 2, we divide by 2. Now, when that is the case, it also implies that, I'm just going to go there, it implies that we've got x equals to 3 minus y over 2. Now, this is the inverse. Now, to find the inverse now, when you've done the subject of x, you just replace x with f inverse of x, as the question states, okay, equals to, you get the 3 minus, now where there is y, you are going to put x over 2. It means this is the inverse of f of x. So this is the answer, and you get your 2 marks. Now there is part D here, which says show that h of f of x is equal to 64 over 16 to the power of x. So guys, you forgive me for the font size. I had to reduce everything so that the whole lot of the question can be on one page for this video. Now here they've told us to say if we put the function of f of x on h of x, we need to show that it is going to be equal to 64 over 16 to the power of x. So now h of f of x, okay, this implies that wherever there is x on the function of h, we are going to put x. So I'm going to say that again. Wherever there is x in the function of h, we are going to put f of x. And when we do that, we should show that everything will come back to 64 over 16 to the power of x. So now we know that h of x is equal to 4 to the power of x, okay. So now we are going to put the function of f of x, okay, onto wherever there is x. So now to do that, we're going to say, okay, it would be 4, then where there is x, I'm going to put 3 minus 2x, okay. Now, when we do this, if you remember on the laws of indices, we said if you've got a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n, it means you are going to subtract the powers and just have a m minus 2 minus n. So look at this, we've got 4 raised to the power of 3 minus 2x. It means what we had is 4 raised to power 3 divided by 4 raised to the power of what? 2x, because we are subtracting the power here and the base is 4. Using this law here, which says when you are dividing the numbers having the same base with different powers, it is the same as the base and then subtracting the powers. So we are basing our assumption on this law here. Now, if this is division, okay, I'm now going to create space here. If this is division, okay, just give me a minute here. If this is division, okay, it also means that, I'll go now here where there's space. It's like we've got 4 to the power of 3 divided by 4 to the power of 2x, which in its case is the same as 4 to the power of 3. Follow me nicely. This is a very interesting question. And if I want, I'm also going to say this is the same as 4 to the power of 2, then everything power x. It's the same thing, it doesn't change anything. So now, if you look at this now, 4 to the power of 3 gives me 64 over 4 to the power of 2 is 16, but there is that x remaining. So you can see that we will have shown that h of f of x is the same as 64 over 16 to the power of x, which is what we found here. Very nice and interesting question. So guys, watch the third video where we are going to tackle the last question here, which is very nice and easy. But please guys, you can subscribe to your YouTube channel. I'm calling it your YouTube channel because it's got lots of content from last year up to this year. If you need to revise everything we do in class, you need to catch up on trigonometry, functions, algebra, factorization, probability. I've posted a lot of content there that is just waiting for you guys to just help you during your free time. So please watch the last video as we tackle this question. And please take time and make your own notes. If you have got questions, feel free to send to our WhatsApp group. Thank you.